My name is Navy Hospital Corpsman 3rd Class, Adrian Walker. During my tour to Afghanistan in 2013, I developed bilateral compartment syndrome and popliteal artery entrapment, which resulted in both of my legs being amputated below the knee. This is my beautiful wife, Esther. We've been together for nearly 17 years. We actually met in high school.
High school sweethearts.
Yep.
What was it about him that kind of drew you to him?
My sexiness?
Honestly, it was the drums. Yeah. I saw him play the tenors and I was like, oh, okay.
I think the kiss at homecoming is kind of what sealed the deal. The rest is history.
Yeah.
So 2 years after high school, I was just playing music. I had no aspirations to join the military at all. I wasn't really concerned about money at that time. I was just happy to be playing shows, and when that all came crumbling down, I figured, you know what, maybe I'll give the military a try. My dad always wanted me to join the Air Force, but I was like, no, I'll go Navy. So I joined the Navy back on March 24th, 2009. What I loved about serving was the camaraderie, the diversity, something I wasn't expecting, to be engaged with so many diverse people, and being able to learn a new skill. I was not anticipating I would fall in love with something that I had never even dealt with in my life. During my time in Afghanistan, there was this thing that we were doing out there called the 100-mile club. So on top of all of the rucking and the walking that I was already doing, I was also trying to do extracurricular stuff like running 100 miles in a month. Many, many, many days of lots of pain. I didn't live in the gray out there, so I was always doing extremes to make sure that I could get back to my family. I guess they said it was too much activity too fast. Like the amount of time I was doing activity in Afghanistan was too rapid. Too much all at once for one human's body to withstand. And yeah, the outcome is a rare vascular complication that prevents blood flow from hitting your feet past your knees. So essentially it's like, even though I had legs, I still couldn't walk. I'd push my body to that limit, and my body is at that point just like, no.
He didn't start treatment till after he left his Marine unit, because it's, you gotta suck it up. So,
That's the mentality.
When we got to Corpus Christi, Texas, that's when he started like, okay, I need to see what's going on. It's been a journey. It's been rough, but I'd do anything for him.
Likewise.
But we get through it. We're tough.
Durable.
Mm-hmm.
Currently, we're staying in Las Vegas, Nevada. We have a lot of family there. A lot of my daily challenges are revolved around my daily pain meter. I try to do as much as I can, but for instance, where we live right now, I can't get my wheelchair into any of the bathrooms. They're too small, so I have to hop off my wheelchair, crawl on my knees, hop up to the bathroom. There's no bars or anything like that, so every single time I go to the bathroom, it's a hazard. Bathing, and then we had like Jimmy rigged like a seat to kind of fit in there, but I just said, forget it. It's easier for me to just crawl into the shower versus trying to do it the safest way, even though it messes up my knees. I mean, there's just an infinite amount of things that I could bring up that are difficult on a daily basis. But the biggest ones are the ones that I deal with living in our house. We heard about Home for Our Troops from our grant representative.
My first impression of Homes for Our Troops was it wasn't real.
Fabricated. There's no way.
There's no way that they're gonna build a home for us that's accessible and that gives him freedom. Now we're here and it's real.
Still unbelievable.
I think the best features are probably the big shower.
Yeah, that's a bonus.
It's like unbelievable. We went to the Poppin' House ceremony and oh my goodness, the shower I was just like blown away. I was like, oh my heck, he can just roll in there and sit down and then I think the cupboards, the pull down cupboards.
Yeah, I forgot about that. You could 360 in your chair, literally in any spot of the house.
Yeah.
That alone, like, just gives me goosebumps, right? Like, being able to navigate the house and help with chores, and it'll be less of a risk for me, I feel. And that's what I'm looking most forward to, is the amount of freedom I'll be able to have in a house like this, so I can progress our family. And there's just an infinite amount of possibilities that this house brings us, and I think it will give us the ability to pursue any of our dreams. Homes for Our Troops is one of the most giving organizations that I've ever encountered. I don't think I could give enough praise. Just unbelievable. It would be hard to repay a debt like this. Even though they say that they're serving us, I feel like this is beyond that.
We are so grateful to be a part of it.